Welcome, Aries, to your Astrodice reading for April. Hope you friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers. Anyone new, welcome, welcome. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you and your Astrodice this month. And for those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope. Okay, so best house, please. Best house for Aries. Ooh, we have the 7th house coming out. Some Uranus energy, with some Capricorn. Ooh, hardworking. Okay, getting straight in here, we have Uranus coming out. This is your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. Nice. And looking for that Capricorn. Capricorn. There it is. The energy around you is serious, materialistic, and hardworking. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. Okay, so got some ambition going on over here. Let's move these over just a little bit. And going straight over here to the 7th house. The area of your life is about long-term significant partners, romance, business, and or family. So it does feel like maybe you have a little business going on over here with this this Capricorn over here, because it feels like you are, working really hard on whatever it is, but it also feels like there's this seriousness going on around you, Aries, where it's like, I'm serious and I really want to get down to business because I really need this change. But it feels like this sudden change is going to hit you anyways, but it feels like you wanted a change, but it's going to kind of smack you. It could be your own intuition that's saying it's time for a change, and then it's just like, boom, here's a sudden one. But it does feel like there could be some kind of significant partners around you, whether it's romantic, friendship, however, because I am feeling like this other person around you is kind of, I don't know, I feel like they're not taking you as serious as you're trying to make life as serious. What is all that about? So getting straight into the situation, it's taking place in the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month, and we have drama. Oh, great. So it does feel like whatever is going on around you, there is this sudden change, is some drama. Well, that's not the sudden change I really wanted. But it does feel like there is a little drama involved around the situation. And it feels like there is no victory to be won at this time. It feels like you're not going to move towards this drama is really what's happening also. And even though you don't want to move towards it, it feels like it's coming fast towards you. Could be dealing with a Virgo, a Cancer, or a Libra. Okay, so it does feel like at the beginning of the month somebody does want to try to cause a little drama with you. It's almost like, I don't know, you have the understanding that exactly what's going on with the situation, and in fact the sudden change in the way that their behavior is also, it feels like you're kind of pushing away from it, right, with the Chariot upside down. And this is because you feel like there is something that they're overindulgent about. You feel like they are doing something that is not necessarily needed. And it does feel like they are nudging and pushing that button on you, Aries. So you definitely don't want to be around that. It feels like where you want to demand respect and deserve the respect, it's almost like you would like them to take the steps to do so. And if this is a partner, you're saying to the partner, hey, you know what, I would like for you to respect me in return. I respect you. With the wow. And as they're rushing towards you, they are making demands and decisions. So they are coming at you very demanding with this drama. And it looks to me like the only thing you demand from them is a little respect in this situation. If you've been working very hard in the beginning of the month, it just feels like maybe they're all play when you're trying to go to work, something of this nature. But whatever is going on, you definitely feel like you're not on the same page with them at this time. So definitely not aligning there. There's no alignment together. Okay, so in the middle of the month, you have the Magician upside down, not feeling, but you're not allowing this to really stay in your head. So you feel like wherever the magic is, you're You're definitely having, I'm going to call it a rude awakening. This is the rude awakening that you're not enjoying. And it's coming from them. And it does feel like it's shrewdness coming out as well. So where it just feels like wherever you're having the understanding of what they're doing and making this kind of rude awakening out of the blue, whether it's a person at work or whoever this person is, it does feel like they are trying to put you in your head. The only thing that it's really doing is it's causing a little stress to you. But it does feel like they're stressing out more over you, Aries, than you are of them, right? So it's actually affecting them more than it's actually affecting you in the mid-month. And this is because you're not interested in them at this time. It does feel like you're kind of interested in your own company at this time. And that's because, well, look, they're coming at you, demanding things, perhaps. However it is, coming at you rude, whatever. And it just feels like now you're kind of like in your own company, in your own dream world, in your own area, and trying not to think about that. Yeah. Definitely cold shouldering the situation. You're not going to want to communicate with them at this time. Yeah, definitely not planting any seeds or planning any time to spend with this person, or even planning on talking to this person. There's a lot of swords over here, so the communication is really no go, no show. And this is because you're being cautious about the situation. Maybe you don't want the situation to get out of hand, so you take that step back because you don't want to hurt their feelings, or you don't want the situation to get to a place to where we're no longer friends or any of those things. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it does feel like you're in the kind of hideout mode. You're kind of ghosting them at this time. And yeah, it's because they're determined to see where you're coming from at this point. If you're going to work a lot, it's almost like I'm trying to get to where I need to be, and you're not understanding. So definitely having these flaws going on within this relationship and this understanding. So it does feel like this is going to be the one in the 7th house for you, is going to be having this kind of rude awakening is what we're going to call it, this sudden change. This is where maybe somebody you didn't even think in your life that this would happen, right? And it just, boom, there it was. Everybody has those things, but now you have the taking action within your own energy over here under the Uranus, and you're saying, but I'm letting go of the situation. It doesn't mean you're letting go of the person. It just means I'm letting go of the situation so that we can get back to the cycle and having a new cycle and making a new beginning over here. So it does feel like, yeah. Whatever the miscommunication was, whatever the fight was about, it just feels like you're leaving that all behind. It feels like they are guilty. Could be a Capricorn you're dealing with as well. I got a lot of, whoa, Cap, all the way down this row in Cap. Oh my gosh, in the Capricorn, we have all Capricorn. Almost all Capricorn. You definitely could be dealing with a Capricorn. Doesn't have to be though, but wow. But definitely they are guilty of, you know, I feel like where they're trying to hold tight to this situation, you want them to let it go. So, and it does feel like they're guilty of continuing to try to make their message known, and you know, you're letting the situation go and kind of letting them know that you're letting it go. Yes, I'm going to let this go. I don't want to participate in this anymore. And this brings in more courage for yourself to have them understand exactly that this doesn't bring in any kind of progression. This actually brings in weakness. So you are definitely progressing away from that because it's not doing anything for you. But the Temperance on top of the Wheel of Fortune, you're just waiting for this to all kind of fade away. Because it doesn't feel like it's something that you're going to definitely just throw away. It's a relationship that you have that you need to get over, not just walk away from. So it does feel like the situation is what you want to walk away from, but not the person. So with the Moon over here, yes, you definitely are trying to think of the brighter things. Now your intuition at the end of the month is very strong. And it's really talking about how you're going to get through the troubles and really start connecting with this person to make them understand this is what needs to go on, and giving a little more patience to this person to make them kind of change and wake up to the situation at hand. So it does feel like this relationship is meaningful, and it can grow and evolve, and you want it to. So it feels like this is just one of those humps in the road, It's kind of the roller coaster, and really waiting for them to, actually waiting for them to cycle through all of this and to get past this grudge holding that they're doing to this situation. Because that's really what it feels like, Aries. They're the ones holding this grudge. And you would like for them to let this go. Hello. You know, but you're definitely going to have to go through some kind of healing process also with the Temperance. And it does feel like you're kind of tapping into psychics, you know, your psychic intuition over here about the situation on how to, you know, get to where you need to be. So if you feel like you're getting some kind of download or you're trying to upload, however it is, it does feel like this is, you know, this is what you're going to need to actually help free yourself from any, you know, any hurts and pains that they're causing. But it's also going to give you more intuition and more solidarity to the situation. And it's going to open up more conversation and more potentials for this. Wow. But yeah, definitely have to free yourself from whatever it is. But you're definitely going to have to wait for them to get over this situation. Because now it just feels like, you know, you are coming and trying to reconcile the situation. And it feels like they just want to hold on to all the grudge and all the pains. And you're saying, I'm just done fighting. I don't want to do this anymore. So it does feel like in the end that you're trying to free yourself from this situation. Because it just feels like they need to have a better understanding of what the whole, you know, the overall situation really is. But it feels like it's going to be hard to make this come to an end because it's really going to now be on them, Aries, to make the decision to get past this. Because it feels like you're already, you know, at the end of the month, you're done already. It's like, I'm done. I don't want to fight about it anymore. I'm all done. But, you know, you're resting easy and, you know, they don't want to travel towards you about the situation because they're too focused on still continuing to make the tower. Yeah. I don't know why they want the tower to fall. Like, I don't know why they want it to be so, you know, everybody's story is going to be different, but it does feel like they're trying to rearrange a whole situation. Maybe they're just that firm and, you know, maybe hard-headed to want you to see it their way or something, right? Because no matter what, they really want this overwhelmingness. It feels like they want it in their favor. They definitely do. And they're very focused on making it fall to come back, yeah, the way they want it to be. I just don't see that that could be it. I don't think that that could be in this reading, though, because whatever you're doing is for your benefit. And it could even be for their benefit, too, but they don't want to see it that way. So it's very, very interesting that they would only want to see it this way. So their perception is definitely different from the way you're seeing it. I just hope that they actually come to that understanding and realization, you know, that that has to be this way, no matter if it's a coworker or whoever it is, right? But definitely, there's a big benefit coming out of that. They just don't want to see it that way. And we know it's a big benefit because we see the change and the good fortune over here saying, well, you know, if we take this change, you'll see the fortune, you'll see the benefit from the situation. But they just don't want to. Maybe it's kind of like maybe they don't want to be wrong. Maybe that's the situation. I don't know, my friends. Okay. And until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.